Welcome everybody to my one-time series for a movie that I really fucking love. Continuing with our horror month, I decided that I would talk about my favorite horror movie ever made, Poltergeist. What I really wanted to get into with this is a little bit of the backstory of how this film was made, the controversies, the curses, the director credits. A lot of stuff happened during the making and after the making of this film, and in the following films that came after. And I wanted to delve in a little bit into the film series as a whole. Not only enlighten some people, but just hopefully shed some light on what an incredible film this is. Not only was Poltergeist critically loved, it was also commercially loved as well. It was nominated for a few Oscars as well, including Best Sound Editing, Visual Effects, and Original Score, which is playing at the moment while I'm talking. Just a fantastically creepy, yet almost, the score throws you off a bit. You know, it starts off pretty sweet, pretty harmless, but there's a creepy vibe to it throughout the whole thing. Poltergeist started off as an idea from Steven Spielberg. He wrote and produced it, and he was going to direct it, but he had a clause in his contract with E.T. because he was filming E.T. at the exact same time this film was going on. So they ended up getting Tobe Hooper to direct it. That's where one of the first, not so much controversies begins, but where director credits are questionable. That year that both movies came out, in 1982, they actually came out a week apart from each other, Poltergeist and E.T. Where the credits start to become questionable is, in a quote, Steven Spielberg said that Tobe Hooper was not really a take charge kind of guy. People would ask him questions and he would kind of nod to Steven. Steven would give the answer and then Tobe would be like, let's do that. Also, Zelda Rubinstein, who plays Tangina Barons, the ghost lady, the one who helps him clean the house, she also said that Steven directed all 6 days that she was part of it, and that Tobe was only halfway there. Whether all that's true or not, some actors say that it was Hooper, some say it was Spielberg, only they will ever know, but it definitely has touches of Spielberg. One thing that really makes a horror movie great is its scare factor, and one of the things about Poltergeist is there's something for everyone to be scared of. You've got clowns, you've got trees, you've got storms, you've got ghosts, skeletons. There's so much within this film that it offers a wide variety of scares for a wide variety of people. Here's what I really wanted to get into. The Poltergeist curse. There's a so-called curse within the series of these films, spanning between the ending of the first film and the third film, where 4 of the cast members died. Literally months after the first Poltergeist came out, Dominic Dunn, who played Dana, the oldest sister in the film, was strangled by her abusive boyfriend and murdered. He was convicted of voluntary manslaughter. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but he only served 3.5. That's fucked. 3 years later, Julian Beck, who played Henry Kane in Poltergeist 2, died of stomach cancer, which was diagnosed before he accepted the role, and he was only 60 years old. Will Sampson, who played the Medicine Man, who was also Chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, he died of kidney failure and preoperative malnutrition at the age of 53. And probably the most tragic and just worst of all of these, Heather O'Rourke, who played Carol Ann, she died at age 12 of acute bowel obstruction. And that's just tremendously tragic that a person of that age would die of such a thing. Now, the reason a lot of people think that this is a so-called curse is because in the films, especially the first 2, they use real skeletons, which is another pretty fucking awesome thing about this film. So that's a little bit behind the curse. It's really quite odd how that would happen. Almost too much of a coincidence. And as I was kind of saying, within that curse, there are 2 sequels and a remake. The sequels really do not hold a flame to the original. They're actually and the remake is absolutely god-awful trash. The score for Poltergeist was done by Jerry Goldsmith, and like I said, it was nominated for an Oscar, and it lost to, guess who, John Williams for E.T. Poltergeist is just a heart-pounding, terrifying ride. I wanted to give it its credit that it deserves, and I hope all of you, if you haven't seen it, will give it a chance, watch it, hopefully love it, because I love this film. Favorite horror movie of all time. Thank you for watching this little segment of mine. I hope you guys are enjoying the horror month, the 31 days of Scumbags horror. We're having a fun time making these videos. You know, this is a fantastic time of the year. Halloween, You've got fall, you've got scary movies. It's a great vibe, especially if you're into that kind of thing. I want to wish you all happy Halloween, safe holiday season. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.